Hey guys, it's Brit Timmy back on the video. Today we're going to be talking about will classic space ever return? So in the late 70s, 1978, LEGO released a new theme centering around space. It featured these peaceful astronauts in colourful suits like the ones on the screen, them going around space just exploring, left the kids to create their own adventures. Many people fell in love with the classic space theme back then, and there's lots of fandom and desire for it to return in the possible future. So in this video we're going to be going over whether it will return. So with the LEGO Movie 2 coming out, LEGO released this set based off a scene from the LEGO Movie 2. It's called Benny's Space Squad, and yeah, it was very highly anticipated by fans. They loved it because it featured a return of classic space, and yeah, many fans loved it. And some fans loved it. For example, this one that says, "All I want for Christmas is the return of classic space." It's a theme that loads of people want to come back. And also, but the thing is, will it ever return? Because if it does return, it will be very different, because builds like these that we see in the 70s and 80s might not be there, because things will be a bit different if they release it, because now they have more pieces, more updated pieces, and different prints and stuff. But I hope they keep it as simple as possible to make it simple. So I'm going over some of the top 3 mocks I've seen of classic space. So this is basically in 2016 LEGO released a set called Brick Bank. This is Brick Bank but done in a classic space colour theme with an M-Tron. So it's really cool. So LEGO released loads of LEGO City sets showing Arctic explorers. This is sort of when I look at this, it sort of reminds me of those, but in classic space colours with the classic spacemen. It looks really nice, and the bright yellow is really something cool that gets added to these sets, and I really like it. This would be the sort of thing I want LEGO to release if they were to bring some classic space back. So the next thing that we have is a classic space base. So in classic space we saw a lot of bases throughout the 1979 when bases released. This is like a big upscaled one. If LEGO was to release this, it would probably be £250 upwards, I'm thinking, like a UCS Master Builder Series style set. I definitely think they would get lots of sales from this set. This was in LEGO Ideas. I'm not sure if you can still vote for it, but yeah, it does look really nice, and if you can still vote for it, then if you can find it on there, then I recommend you do, because it looks really cool. But yeah, so I think it's fair to say there's a lot of demand for classic space to return, but the big question is, will it ever return? That's something we'll have to wait and see. So in the short term, my answer would be not in the next 5 years. My reason for this is because with all the new Star Wars projects and the hype behind Star Wars right now, LEGO will be busy, and Star Wars is the main reason that classic space was stopped. And they sort of just, when they made Star Wars, they sort of just phased it out. But yeah, and with new projects like Rangers of the New Republic, The Bad Batch, Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka, and more Mandalorian, definitely going to get more sets for those, then I think it's highly unlikely that there's any space for classic space. But I think maybe some stuff in the future. But yeah, definitely a lot of hype behind Star Wars, and I don't think LEGO would want to miss out on the sales of Star Wars. It's one of their most popular themes. They make a lot of money from that theme, so they wouldn't want to stop it. But at the end of the day, there's always a possibility that LEGO could make classic space, because at the end of the day, it's LEGO. They do random stuff and weird stuff that we don't expect. And yeah, I see a high chance as one of these idea sets getting released, because a lot of these sets like this one are on ideas, so I feel like some of them will get 10,000 votes soon, and they'll be put into the review progress, and LEGO might want to release them. And also with Bricklink's new scheme, I have a video on that if you want to watch it, then that also makes it a higher chance for them to be released. But yeah, that's all from me. If you guys have any ideas for classic space, then leave them in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.